Hi, it's me, unfortunately. Um, so, here's the thing. I've studied sociology for a long, long time. And I came up with results before I was 30 years old. I'm now 40. And I really, really, really had the future. It's really amazing. I'm a modest, humble person. Audio is just listen. So I've quantified this stuff. It's basically geography and general happiness. Now, this is the one-dimensional view of a three-dimensional, potentially four-dimensional, even potentially five-dimensional. I know that's the fifth element. It's like, come on, get a grip, But this, no one has to worry about Bruce Willis in the Fifth Element. That's not our fantasy world. No, we're simply navigating the Earth that we live on. Okay, not the other planets. That's not. God, my bike got stolen today. It's a rental bike, and it's a heartbreaker. Okay. Anyways, I'm in Oxford. There it is out there. Coffee bar. Okay, so really, the science. You have to understand the science it's. Oh, there's a beautiful woman there. Okay, so the science of the unified social theory is really it's fundamental, okay, and it's like when Jim Morrison says, "Oh, opening those doors to walk through." Well, I've been around that sort of geographic cultural environment in California, Southern California. I grew up in Northern California, but I've been down there, and I know that UC Berkeley, the guy Berkeley, Oxford, England, okay. So I saw where he used to sleep, and I'm like, can I sleep there? Like, hello. oh, I'm a caveman. Okay. I'm just overly exposed. But anyways, camera's still working. We don't know. Okay, so this science is so basically opening these doors of realizing geography. What is it? It's an eternally complicated infinity sort of refraction X in the middle of infinity. Well, what is it? Normal liberties. I'm not like really the liberty guy, because San Francisco, liberty there. The word. If you go to San Francisco and you say, "Do you like the Queen of England?" It's like, oh, it's a completely different world. If you're not laughing, you're crying. You're dying or something. So everything becomes a joke. But you have to take little grains of truth and plant them, and come back, and suddenly they're like full-grown, flowering. And you realize, oh no, the soil that I planted them in bad soil, and I have to change the soil, clean the soil. This is oh, okay. So you can have like an emotional breakdown. So geography and the nurture of civility and culture and empire and the nation, nation's nature. I think that's how the infinity over nurture. I don't know if there is a nurture word out there beyond, family or familiarity. So once I began to have these like epiphanies after traveling the world about and basically after contacting important people confidentially and just kind of praying that they get the message. I haven't had a clue. It's just all sort of trying to keep your voice down. So I started doing basically the sociology, the bottomless pit. Your sociology, the bottomless pit. You're kind of it's kind of a garbage truck right there. See? So sociology is like bottomless pit, and it's really depressing. It's like you're just looking at people fall into the pit, and you're like, okay, some of them are having fun, free falling, but others are literally in limbo. They're in this geographic, cultural, normative limbo. And so you can study that. That's like a door, if you will, but then you have to study the other side of the beam, the balance beam, and there's like, you can do this three-dimensional beam where it's just a fantastic crown of achievement, of empirical sort of, I don't have that much vocabulary. I take what little vocabulary I have and I draw the thread out into infinity, okay? That's the beauty of atomic poetry. Everything is infinite in molecular spirit. The the neutrons, whatever, I don't, physics, and it's all philosophical metaphors, but for a real world that we live in. So it's not about, you can say, oh, I learned how to make gasoline out of algae, that's not really, that's, that could be real, but it's not going to be really, it's not going to be like, people are going to be really happy. They're only going to be happy when society works perfectly and there's ordered machines that nurture us. These machines that actually nurture us without doing it, not like some mechanical bird beak that's like sticking worms in your mouth, It's not like that. But you can think about that. Yeah, I hate that. That would be a good distraction because it's politics of what is. The nations want nature, they don't want nurture. Okay, so the door, the vehicle, the future, this is one where it's going to be a nurturing template where, think about shelter, okay? Think about like, I met some people that are doing a shelter thing. They're talking about like the homeless. I hope you guys can hear talking about the homeless because they need shelter. Everyone needs shelter, okay? Everyone, to some degree. I slept under the stars, but it's youthful and it's not without shelter because your frozen nose can be a problem. So, anyways, the vehicle of the future is just like the shelter, but it's also navigation built in. So I was doing this poetry earlier this morning. You have to rush past. What was it? Rushing for the gates instead of just more and more and more. So Moore's law is that everything's going to keep expanding, and pretty soon we're just going to have wall-y piles of junk everywhere, But Gates, Bill Gates, he said that you just need a tiny amount to do all your vital stuff. You don't need 10 suitcases. You need a tiny little requirements in a society that functions like the words that we speak. We're speaking a language. And the fewer words, the more understanding. This is really, 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 really good. It's the best thing, okay? And not having if your voice is like getting too deep, it's obviously you're not so good. You have to, it's without pride and all that. So I don't know where I'm gonna go. It's like I'm focusing all my energy on, all my, and I could just go back to California, take on a negative attitude. I suppose a lot of people get by with the negative attitude. I don't know how that works. It's an emotional, sorry, just Jesus Christ. Jesus. So, eventually complete silence is like swallow us up. I have this problem with my neck. I have health insurance. I'm talking to the entire world right now. There's no privacy. There's no nothing. So, each is have yourselves. And don't talk so loud.